What's up? Here we are, back-to-back nights, 2 in a row. Another episode of Talking Scared. We will be talking with Reusch tonight. Now, again, I'm going to start this one off just like we did last night. I am, I think, a little worse for wear than even what I was last night. Still feeling a little under the weather. Still pretty tired, but I'm here, and we're going to try and put on the best possible show we can for you tonight. We'll be having Reusch joining us again here very, very shortly. Hunt actor extraordinaire, Scurryface representative. We're going to be getting to know him a little bit tonight. Melody, hello. Wonderful to have you this evening. As always tuning in. We always appreciate that. Got the opportunity today, before we get into this too awfully much, to, it was weird, meet a fan. So where I work, this lady comes up and she eats at the bar fairly often. And we got to talking today, and then it kind of dawned on her where she recognized me from, and we got to talk a little bit about it. And she was also a wrestling fan, which was really cool. Her name was Julie, so it was very cool to get to meet her a little and get to know her a little bit more. I mean, I already met her beforehand, but it was good to get to know her a little bit more. And and she was able to talk about some of the stuff that she likes and some of the places she's excited about us going to, and it was cool. It was a very cool day. So, Julie, a special shout out to you. Hope you're able to join us tonight and hang out for a little while. So last night we talked to Will of Shock Media. Excuse me. It's going
until his phone died.
Yeah, until his phone died. It is going to be a little rough night tonight, guys. I'm sorry. I am trying my very, very best. But I did talk to Will of Shock Media until either his phone died or the FBI cut him off. We're not for
CIA.
sure yet. CIA. They're the same thing. They all work together. Anyways. We were able to talk to him for a little while last night and get the lowdown on not only Will, Shock Theater, and some of the drama that's been going on there. And we also shared a little bit of a YouTube post as well that talks about it a little bit more. And when we go up in October, we are going to continue that conversation with him and finish that conversation up. And we got to meet some cool people last night. Warren from the Victims Experience, we can confirm. Very excited about this. He will be on. Well, yeah, we're definitely going to be trying to go. Hey, David, all the way from Maryland. It's very cool. I'll be traveling through Maryland tomorrow. But Warren Ross, the owner of Victims Experience, we got to talk to him a little bit last night, and he's going to be on Talking Scared for 2020. We are booked all the way up till July now.
I have one in June, I believe.
So we got one spot left in June, and then we'll have July and August, so we have 9 spots left. And really probably 8, because
Grave Digger!
Yeah, what's up, Mike? While we have a spectacular season finale prepared for you right now, coming to you here in just a couple weeks, the season finale, if I get what I want for 2020, will be beyond epic. As far as the guests that I'm trying to get for it, I'm going to start working on it already, trying to snag this person. But if I get it, it'll be absolutely awesome. We got an awesome season finale coming for you here. No. We have an awesome season finale in store for you. Going to be 2 nights in a row, and we're pretty stoked about it. Like I said, last night we'll be going back to the beginning. We'll be interviewing Chris Burke again, but this time we're going to be
cool.
Very cool, very cool. Which one are you talking about? Are you hopefully Outbreak? I hope he's not checking out Outbreak. But
not.
But I mean, go. It's whatever. Just get the whole package if you go. Go see the Wax Museum and the maze and everything else. Don't just go for that. But if you're going and you're going to be in Myrtle's Beach and you don't go to Ripley's Haunted Attraction, you have done yourself a disservice. You need to go down there. You'll love it.
Go check out what Doug's done.
Yeah. Go check him out. Go see what he's got going on. Donald. Yeah, Doug.
I don't know why.
Who is this Doug character that you speak of? And also, it's right beside it. You got to go check out Zombie Zone as well. So you have, hey, what's up, Tyler? So you have Ripley's Haunted Attraction that you absolutely have to go check out. And then literally, it is just across the fucking street is Zombie Zone. Go check them both out. Quality haunts. If you're going to go see Outbreak, go knock yourself out. It's got some cool effects. Like we said, what's up, Scurryface? Nice to see you this evening. Glad you're able to hang out with us for a little bit. But Again, go check them both out and go fuck it. Go see Outbreak. Why not, man? It's $20. Go see the Wax Museum and all that other good shit too. Some really cool effects inside Outbreak. I will give them that. Now, talking about fantasy football, right? So we promised a fantasy football league. We're still going to do it. We have we're looking at 12 spots. All right. So we already have Sandra, Ella, Maximus. Obviously, Trish is going to be in there. I'm going to be in there. We have Lee as well is going to be in there, so we'll be getting in contact with everybody as well. But that's only 6 people. I have a special surprise guest that will hopefully be joining us for draft day. We're going to announce when draft day is going to be happening soon. So we have at least 5 spots, maybe 6, but definitely 5 spots left to give out. And we're going to give out all 5 of them tonight. We want to go ahead and seal this thing up, wrap it on up. So what do you think? How are we going to do this tonight? I mean, obviously, they have to share. So let's go ahead and start doing that. Just go ahead and start sharing it out. Share it out to your friends. Share it out to your family. Share it out to all the groups. Even like if there's like a Christian Mingle Facebook page, I think that you should definitely go share it out to a page like that. Your church's page, your friend's page, just all the pages. Any page that you see.
Farmers only.
It could even just whatever page you want to share it to. Please go share it. And while we're talking about sharing and liking and all that good stuff, Mike Ross is here with us, and we have to see. So we wanted him, we supported him for winning Scare Actor of the Year. Obviously, we were super behind him, but now
he's tired, man. It's
time for the great one to retire from having to be in the Scare Actor competition. So we have to get him there, and the only way to get him there is to go over and like his page. We got to get him to 5,000. We got a little bit of ground to cover.
Hey, you know what?
What's up?
If we can get Gravedigger to 5,000 and he has to bow out of the competition, which he is very excited to do, he will be undefeated.
That is true. That is true. So let's, please go check it out. Go check it out. Go get. It's so simple. It's so simple just to scroll over, give his page a like, and see what he's got going on. So. How exactly are we going to give away these 5 other spots, though? So we talked about sharing the video, obviously.
You got to share the video.
She's coming up with it right now. Like I can see her. I can see it working.
Share the video. You have to like our page, duh.
Yeah, that's for sure.
You got to like our page.
That's for sure.
You got to love us.
Yeah.
All right? And
at least a little bit.
And then I need you to comment.
Just comment, I want in. Fuck it, let's make it simple. The first 5
comment,
people,
I want in.
Share the video, say I want in. That's it. And it's the first ones that come to us. It's not the first ones that pop up. Whichever ones we see first, that's it. That's how you get in. So we got 5 spots left. If you want in, shout it out. Just let us know. I got the piece of paper right here to finish it off and get that all written up and taken care of. So let's seal this shit up tonight.
Let's make it the 10th person to do it.
What?
Gets 1 spot.
No.
Why?
No, let's just see who wants it baddest. All right, whoever wants it baddest.
But we got 5 spots.
All right, we have our first giveaway right there with Melody. I mean, come on, you gonna tell Melody no? Go ahead, go tell Melody no.
I'm not gonna tell Melody no.
I got you. All right, so Melody, you are in. That leaves us with 4 more spots to give away.
NFL, Scurryface.
And
NFL.
you know what? I'm NFL Scurryface. NFL for sure. I'm sorry, it took me a second. I got excited. And actually, I don't know if Tyler is how into football he is or isn't. And I called out Justin Brink last night, so why not? Why not call out Tyler tonight? He's on there. I just saw him a little bit ago. I hope he's still on. So Tyler, it's just 2 words, man.
Ron.
All right, Ron's in. Awesome. We got 3 spots left. 3 spots left. That's all right, David. It's fun, man. It's just fun. Anyways, Tyler, if you're still out there, it's 2 words, man. It's 2 words. We got to get some Scurryface. We got to get at least 1. And if you're going to get 1, why not him or Social D? I mean, whoever. Let's get Moto. Somebody.
Crazy boy.
Yeah, we got to get at least 1. But anyway, so we got 3 spots left.
And you will get your own NFL Haunted Honeymooner title belt.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I didn't even mention the fucking prize. God, I'm so bad at my job sometimes. But anyway, so we are buying a custom championship belt. Now, here's the thing. it's probably just going to actually be a decoration that I end up wearing at the end of the season. But if by some miracle somebody's able to outdo us and able to win, we're going to ship that bad boy off to you. It'll be 125% yours. We are going to give away a very nice championship belt for the first ever Haunted Honeymooners fantasy football season. Very excited to do this. And again, 3 spots remain.
Share the feed, like the page, comment on one
Yeah. Chris, I'd say probably 5 minutes. He just messaged. I don't know if he's actually watching, but he just messaged. Hopefully, if you want to message him, let him know. About 5 minutes. See, look at that. That's awful.
Of course, he's a WVU fan.
I am, but nah, that's all right. Tyler he said no. It's all right. I understand. Go watch your college football, man. It's no biggie. But anyways, 3 more spots. He's about 3 minutes.
Okay.
And we're gonna have Chris. He's getting cleaned up. He said he just got done. What is that? He was chasing somebody around in a clown mask and is trying to get them buried in the trunk real quick. Anyways, Chris is a little busy for just a second. He is going to be on in just a second. So anyways, the Battle of the Five. Let's talk about it. What is the Battle of the Five? This was an idea that Trish and I came up with.
No, it wasn't.
Okay, so I didn't want to be an asshole. But this is 125% an idea that I came up with.
I didn't even know about it until the show.
She didn't. I just did it, and it's fucking awesome. I love it. So the Battle of the Five is we are taking 5 different battles, and it can be from any genre. It can be from anything at all. Movies, video games, comic books, whatever the fuck you want. And we are lining it up and seeing who will win in death matches. And we're making our guests answer these questions. We did it last night with Will. We also did it with David Howard Thornton. And we're going to do it again tonight. Now, we've already got the 5 battles selected for tonight. I put a...
Bonus battle.
Bonus battle?
Yeah, bonus battle.
All right, what's the bonus?
If you guys don't hear what you want to hear, somebody wants to call one out, we'll do one bonus battle.
All right, it's a possible bonus battle. But, so we've already got the 5 picked out. I put a lot of thought into it this time. Really thought these through. I think I've got some really good ones. I think we're going to stump Chris tonight. I really do. I think we're going to get him. What's up, Chris? You hit that invite button as soon as you're ready, man. We're about done over here anyways. So we got the Battle of the Five. If there's anybody that you would want to see lined up against somebody to possibly have to fight it out and have our guests pick the winner in these fights to the death, you just let us know. Just let us know in the comment section. Excuse me again. I'm sorry, Trisha's trying to bring him in, and it's a little weird when she's all fingering the phone in front of me. That's weird. Now it's very weird. It's very weird. So Chris is on. We're going to have him on here in just half of a second. Oh. Yeah, look at that. Look at you go.
It said no.
Oh. Okay. All right. So he's still cleaning up real quick. Fair enough. I had to, I have egg on my face a little bit while we're waiting for Chris. I have to admit this. So a little bit ago, a couple weeks ago, after we did the Talking Scared with David Howard Thornton, we posted up that he had broken the record for the most views on Talking Scared. And it turns out I was fucking wrong. I was scrolling through earlier today, actually. I was wrong. And the original record breaker, now it is now David Howard Thornton at 2.2k views. He has taken the lead, but he didn't have the lead when I made that post. So I have to apologize, and crazy as this sounds, I have to apologize to Moto the fucking clown, because he actually was the original title holder for that. He was over, right at 2k views. David Howard Thornton just passed him up. And then, like we already had it with Richard Thomas and with Gravedigger there at the end as well. But, so I had a little egg on my face. I do apologize. Whiskey will take care of that cough. That is right. It would be nice if I had some.
We don't have any.
There's no whiskey in here tonight. Tonight I just gotta bear through it, get through it tonight. It sucks because I've been very excited about being able to talk to Chris. Chris is, you can just tell he is beyond excited about everything to do with haunts and everything to do with horror. And I know, right, man, of all of them, of everybody to be, it was fucking Moto. But it was a great night, and it was an awesome, awesome evening that we had with Moto the Clown. He is super, super cool, and we loved having him on there. It was just kind of funny that out of everybody, that was the one. No, it wasn't what you thought. So.
Is Mark talking to me again?
No, Mark's not talking to you. Not right now, maybe later. But
tell you what, I get connections to see some of the really awesome effects at haunted houses all the time through Mark from Brimstone Haunts, and I enjoy it immensely. Yeah,
he's been sending some pretty cool stuff. But I want to talk a little bit while we're still waiting here for a few minutes. So let's talk a little bit about some of the haunts that we're going to be going to this year. Like we said beforehand, we are focused really, really hard on West Virginia this year. Okay, so,
and Ohio, it seems.
Yeah, and Ohio a good bit, but really, really focusing on West Virginia and take a minute and talk about some of the haunts that we are going to be visiting in our home state. What's up, Tony? Again, still got 3 spots to give away in the fantasy football tournament. If you want in, all you got to say is I want in or sign me up.
And share
I want to play that shit.
And like the page.
Whatever it is that you want to do. I got my shit falling apart right over here. Yeah,
it's
there
gone.
It goes. Yeah, going down. We'll have to switch it up. All right. So anyways, if anybody still wants into that fantasy football league, you just let us know. Like I said, we got 3 more spots to give away. But again, talking about the haunts that we're going to go see in our home state, we will be going back to Scareview, number 1. They invited us back. Crazy as that sounds. I wasn't nice to them. But it was what it was. They invited us back, so we're going to go back and Scareview 2.0. And the thing is, before we started doing this, and before I kept getting Trish pregnant year after year,
oh my god,
we weren't able to go to haunted houses for 2 years in a row. Sorry about that. But anyways, before all that happened, we went to Scareview back in 2016, and it was really good. And we had a really good time. It was actually, it had some good moments in it. You know, we weren't doing this, obviously.
I loved all the music.
Yeah. It was really cool. And then when we went back, and it was kind of going to be our kickoff to doing this, man, it was just a disaster. It wasn't the same place. It wasn't the same feel. It wasn't anything. But they claim that they've juiced it up, and this year's going to be a lot better. That's it. Say I want in.
No, you have to like the page,
share the feed, and say you want in. And it's just that simple. You will be in. We got, like I said, 3 more spots to give away. So we'll definitely be going back to Scareview. We're going to hit the 2, I think, biggest icons in West Virginia, the 2 that everybody's kind of known for. Number 1, Mount Olive Penitentiary. I'm sorry, I probably just butchered that. It's tough. Words, hard. But anyways, we'll be going to Mount Olive and checking out their haunted house, and then we are also going up to Trans-Allegheny Lunatic Asylum. Mm-hmm. Sorry, my head is foggy as shit right now.
And for anybody that doesn't know and has heard the other name, Moundsville Penitentiary.
Oh, wow, my bad. Sorry, Mount Olive's an actual penitentiary.
Yes.
Fucking see, cold medicine. I'm sorry, I am trying with you guys tonight. Please don't judge me too hard. It's been a rough couple of days, damn it, and we're doing back-to-back episodes because why not?
I just know it by heart. Family.
Yeah. All right, so we're going there, and then we're also going to be going to Fright on the Farm, which is out in Winfield, West Virginia. Very, very excited about that one. It's really close to us, which is cool. We don't have to drive 2.5, 3, 4 hours to go see a haunted house. It's cool. It's like 20 minutes, which is awesome. Then we're also going to be seeing 12 Pole Manor. Another West Virginia haunt. No, there's no fees. There's no nothing, man. Just good old-fashioned fun. So we'll also be hitting up 12 Pole Manor, checking it out. And what else we got for West Virginia?
Well, if Haunted Barn's there, we're going there.
Yeah, Haunted Barn will be another one that we go to. And I think that's probably going to be
there was one more, but it's down in Blackberry. I'd like to get to, but it's 3 hours away.
Yeah. There's a couple up in Morgantown we might try and get to as well. We'll just see how it goes, see if we're able to get up there in time or not. Hauntophonia, that's right. So that's kind of the West Virginia area we're going to be looking at. As far as Ohio and a little bit of Kentucky, we'll be going back to Fallsburg Fearplex just because we want to. And it's not too far away, about 40 minutes or so from us, so it's not a bad drive. We definitely want to go out there and check it out again, see what they got going on this year. There are rumors that an immersive haunt may be coming to Fallsburg Fearplex at some time in the future. And obviously, y'all know how I feel about immersive haunts. You know how we like to go to those.
Tony's
Check
in.
them out. Cool, Tony is in. That leaves us with 2 spots remaining. And I'll tell you what, I'm probably going to end up putting Chris on the spot. Because number 1, he's late. All right, we've been nice about it, but now I'm calling him out a little bit. He's late. Okay? Hurry up. You're pretty. It's okay. You can come on. You saw Will last night. Hat on backwards, everything else. You know, you can barely hear me talk right now. Anyways. So we got 2 more spots to give away. But up in Ohio, we'll be going back to the Dent Schoolhouse. We're going to be doing their Lights Out tour this time around. And the Lights Out tour is a contact tour as well. So we're going to be doing a different review for that. Because it's going to be a different experience. What is it?
That's it.
Yeah, and that's that'll be it for Dent Schoolhouse. We have done a lot of shit with Dent Schoolhouse, and we love Dent Schoolhouse. All right, we absolutely love them. We love all the people that we've got to meet from them. But there is literally nothing else that we can do. We've done
Except
it all.
for lights on.
I'm just not doing that. I can't. We will be up near Morgantown, David. I'm just not sure exactly when. We're still kind of finalizing the schedule with that. We're going to be going up to Shock Theater. We are trying to get into Blackout as well. Very hard. We're going to, yeah, we do too. We are a huge fan of the full contact haunts. It's honestly become a bigger part. Actually, Ron, we are planning on it. That is, we put them on the list, didn't we? They are definitely on. We'll also be, wow, from the Philippines. What's up, Jeffrey? Awesome for you to join us. We'll be sending out a little bit of we're going to set up a page as far as exactly how the Fantasy Football League is going to work. And we'll be getting in touch with everybody, getting your email addresses, and then sending that out to you. That way you know exactly how all this is going to work and exactly what platform we're going to use and all that good jazz. We'll announce when we're going to have draft day. We're going to do a live draft. Do a live draft with a special guest. 2 special guests. Are you smiling at me because it was the Broncos, Tony?
Yeah.
I'm not a fan, and it's just what I was able to grab. All right?
I am.
You were rushing me, so I had to hurry. And, yeah, that was it. And I just had to have something to drink tonight, or we would never get through this. Never, ever get through this. But we're going to send out a big page on exactly what the rules are, exactly how we're going to be doing it, what the prizes are, and everything like that. Again, there's no fees to get in. This is just good old-fashioned fun. There's no amazing prizes. Like, you're not going to walk away a millionaire. You're actually not going to walk away with any money, no matter how well you do. But we do have a real cool championship belt that we're going to be putting together for it. And it's just, again, it's just a lot of fun. It's your chance to possibly see if you can outwit me in some football. We'll see. Excuse me. What? She threw her arm up in excitement. And then she looked back to looking at her phone. Well, actually, my phone, because my phone sucks, so we have to use her phone.
I get the comments before you.
Do you? Well, that's not fair. All right. So, anyways, so we'll be going back up to Dent Schoolhouse. We'll be going up to Brimstone Haunt. Obviously, we're going to go hit Wells Township.
Tony.
What? What? All right, Tony. All right. Marking him off the list. No problem. So we'll be going to Brimstone Haunt. We'll be heading up to Wells Township. We're going to do Wells Township again. We're also going to be hitting Scare House the Basement. Doing their immersive haunt. Scare House is actually not having a haunted attraction this year. They are moving locations, switching it up. So they're not actually going to be putting on their usual traditional haunted house. They're just going to be doing the basement. The basement's moved to a new permanent location, and they are supposed to be fucking bringing it this year. So I'm very, very excited to see what they got in store. I think it's going to be an absolutely phenomenal show. And they are the defending champions. They were Haunt of the Year last year. So they automatically earn the right for a repeat visit, the opportunity to defend their title. And this year, what's up, Sherry? And this year, like we said, we're giving away two hunts of the year. We're going to be giving away a hunt of the year for immersive hunt. If you've been watching our reviews at all, it's pretty clear, I think, who the front runner is. For that, it's pretty obvious. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. Shock Theater, Blackout. Hopefully Blackout. What's up, Scab? Jim Lattimore. Awesome guy, man, and an awesome wrestler. But anyways, he's actually going to be on at the backside. So we're talking about
bonus episode.
Yeah, he's a surprise. So we're going to have him on after the season finale. We're going to do one more episode, so it's not really the season finale, I guess. We're going to do one more episode, and it's going to be with Jim, and I'm very, very stoked about it. We have so much to talk about with him. Awesome guy. He's friends with Gravedigger, a Scurryface rep. You can see him on Scurryface. He's on there all the time. Awesome dude. I'm going to try and send old Chris an invite here. I know, I touched it, so this is probably going to mess it all up, but I'm just going to do it. Yep.
He said he's grabbing headphones.
Oh, well, I was trying to rush him, I guess. I'm sorry, guys. So like I said, Jim's going to be the very, very last episode that we do, and it's just going to be a traditional episode. We won't be doing all the hoopla and fancy stuff that we're going to be trying to do with our season finale, but Jim's going to be that special little send-off. It's gonna be cool, because one thing that I never thought in 100 million years that doing haunted house reviews would lead to is an impromptu commentary on a live wrestling event in the middle of a comic book convention
in Nebraska.
In fucking Nebraska, of all places. Never in 100 million years did I ever think something like that would happen, but by God, it did. And we got to see Jim win, man. Win the PWP Culture Championship, man. It was cool. It was cool as shit. It was such a fun night. It was, and then we went and obviously had a great time.
We got our interview.
Yeah, we got an interview with him and everything. Got an interview with the champ. It was cool. And again, never thought. Did you see Sherry? That's awesome. Rush the Reusch. I love it. I am stalling hardcore right now. But anyway. Again, it was so cool, and I can't wait to have him on. And then it's one of those things, so we had no fucking idea when we're watching this guy compete and kick some ass that he was a Scurryface rep and that he was into haunted houses and stuff like that.
Gravedigger told us.
Well, Gravedigger, he just said he had a friend. And so we're talking to him, and then all of a sudden we realized it towards the end, and I had to get in touch with him immediately. It was very, very cool, and very excited to talk to him and see what's going on. And we are at #RushTheReusch right now. That is the category that we're at. We're gonna have to make fun of him a little bit, because this is definitely the latest that anybody's ever showed up. But so I'm trying to think where were we before we got onto the Jim Lattimore and how cool he is rant. Talking about the places we were going to be going in Ohio. So it's not technically in Ohio, but we're also going to be hitting up the USS Nightmare and doing their extreme hunt. They have one that's like a 4-hour fucking experience. I think Reusch is going to be in trouble. I really do. I really, really do. Sherry is going at him right now. I don't even have to rush him anymore. I can just, I can just let it go. I'll just let them handle it at this point. Now they're telling him to message him. See? I ain't even got to say nothing now. I just got them doing it. This is, thank you all. This is great.
Everyone throw up Rush the Reusch.
So, Chris, I'm not sure if you noticed yet or not. All right, you said let's go. Here it comes. All right.
#RushTheReusch. You guys just made my night, just so you know.
What up? What up?
Well, hello to your couch.
I know my lighting sucks.
We're so glad you could join us this evening.
Hold on. I'm sorry. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can actually hear you very well. Can you hear us all right?
Are you sure? Yeah, I can. My phone sucks, but surprisingly, it's good.
Oh, the Jersey, man.
All right, nah, you know what? Cancel the whole thing. Nah,
Yeah.
man, we're done. We're done. I'm not doing this. You didn't say anything about being a goddamn Eagles fan. This is bullshit. What a fucking
All right,
setup.
Let me start this off. As an Eagles fan, I'm still iffy about the season. I'm hopeful because I'm a diehard fan, but
Well, now you have to.
All right, hold on. No, hold on a second.
I mean, I love Wentz.
He's going to go get his stuff, man. You don't know what you started. This is in my bedroom, guys.
We're not doing the traditional background anymore. This is what we're going to interview with for the rest of the evening. All right? See that? That's an Eagles player in the background that he's running and getting a touchdown with, helmetless, like a fucking boss. All right?
I'm just thinking.
So anyway, hi. Nice to have you on Talking Scared this evening.
Hold on. Are we going to start the bench really quick? Ready? Oh, shit. Hold on.
Oh, okay. All right. I was just told to hold on. Okay. I got it. Thank you, Sherry. Thank you. Absolutely.
Ready? Puppy!
What did he get?
He went goes off. So, anyways.
Whoa, Dave.
Cowgirls, Dave. Oh my God, cowgirls? Oh, that's rough right there.
The Cowgirls.
Coming cowgirls. It's terrible. I will say this before we get into this. I do believe wholeheartedly it's either going to be you or it's going to be us that walks away with the NFC's title this year. I don't think New York or Washington's going to have much to say about anything.
I'll agree with you on that to disagree, but of course because of our teams. But
yeah,
I can give that. I can respect that.
I get it. So I mean, being that that's the case, I mean, you might as well go ahead and just jump into the fantasy football league with us this year. We got 3 spots left.
I don't do all that. I'm good. It's
all
too
right,
much for me. I don't pay attention to I pay attention to sports, but I'm not
die hard.
Yes, every day.
I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. So let's get into this now. So veteran hunt actor, man, you've been doing this a very, very long time. Scurryface rep, featured in Hunters Against Hate. Been doing a lot in the hunt industry, but before all of that, everybody's always got their story as to what originally got them into horror and what originally got them interested in haunted stuff. And we want to hear yours, man. What got you into this?
Pretty much starts with my mom, honestly. Growing up, she loved horror movies, and it's funny to think about. Honestly, I would lay on her floor at night and sleep in the room. I'm an only child, so
Okay.
I would watch horror movies late night in her room with her, and I guess you could say I was a little scared, being 7, 8 years old, and I just loved it, and along with that, I started going to Bates Motel where I work. It's a big attraction around here. Kind of just I guess you could say something annual, it's there. You know what I mean? Come October for our area.
It's tradition.
Yeah, it's tradition otherwise. So, I was like, dude, I love this shit. So, excuse my language. Am I allowed to say that?
You're fine, man. You're fine. Dude, we've had way worse. There's nothing you're going to say that's going to, nah, you're good. Feel free.
Yeah, so, something I loved, and just going, seeing the new sets every year, the adrenaline rush of getting scared,
Yeah.
just seeing the size of it. You know what I mean? It's just everything is just over the top, and just kind of that wow factor. And I'm like, dude, like, I didn't think of working there, I'm sure, when I was younger, but like, getting into teens and, you start getting towards where you can drive and you're like, dude, I don't know, things start clicking. You're like, I want to, I really want to work there. Like, this is cool, but like, it was like, I want to do this. And I guess I started when it was 17 or 18. I was trying to figure it out, actually. I talked to my owner. I think 10 years might be this year, which we can jacket. It's like a Letterman jacket, like a football jacket. Something
Very
that,
cool.
something that we like, you just kind of revere when you're there. You're like, dude, I need that.
Awesome.
So it's cool. That all started it, and I'm here.
All right, very cool. So, like, you were talking about watching horror movies with your mom growing up and being scared. What was one of your favorites when you were a kid, or one that you at least enjoyed watching with mom a little bit more maybe than the others?
Guess you could say, I don't know, probably, honestly, it was probably just the originals. I mean, Michael Myers in Halloween, Jason, Freddy, just, kind of all of them. I didn't really have a specific. I think it was at the age when I was like watching them in the 90s to where, you don't fully understand when you're a certain age. You know what I mean? You just kind of see it and like you're just scared. You know what I mean? It's some scary shit.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
That's what it is. So yeah, I guess you could say that, and just everything. Pinhead, Hellraiser. I mean, just anything. Chucky. I'll tell you what. I think Chucky probably creeped me out the most, just the fact that it was a doll. So along those lines, in our old house that I grew up in for the majority of the time, my mom had. I always get them confused. So I think it was our living room. Whatever one that you. I hate you. I didn't see the new one yet, but
we haven't either.
I've heard both sides of the fence. Like, it was good, but it's just different.
It's definitely a different take. I've heard a little.
I'm not okay with it.
We're gonna watch it. Just I don't know yet. But I'm sorry. I put Chucky down. Continue.
So yeah, I don't know. I guess so. The living room, family room, whatever one you don't go in, the nice one.
Yeah.
We probably had like 20 dolls, like the American Girl dolls, like the detailed ones.
Those American Girl dolls are creepy.
Big gowns and outfits, and everywhere you walk, you see them looking at you. You're like,
yep.
Yeah. So that was probably the most real creep out I got you.
It's interesting that you say Chucky, because I can remember I didn't watch, surprisingly enough, I didn't watch a lot of horror movies growing up.
He scared the shit out of me when I was little.
I didn't really get into this stuff, honestly, until I was probably in my early 20s, where I really started to kind of dive into this stuff. But I remember one scene in Chucky that just, I saw just a glimpse of it at a friend's house, and it stuck with me for like 2 fucking years. Just scared the shit out of me. So it's interesting that you mentioned Chucky, because that was one, even for somebody that didn't grow up watching horror films. I've definitely played catch up, but that was one that really got to me.
Yeah, I guess it's just the realism of a doll. It's just weird. I don't know. It's not a human being. You know what I mean? It's not supposed to be like that. So.
And it seems like something that would be so easy to be able to fight off and ward off, but you just can't, man. It just keeps coming, and it's got this supernatural ability. It's something else. So, but now that we've dived a little bit into kind of your origin story a little bit, before we get into some of the places that you've been and talk a little bit more about some horror stuff, we got to do Battle of the Five. And what this is, we started a little while ago. We're going to give you 5 different matches. All right, these are fantasy matches. Hopefully, you're going to be familiar with everybody that we're going to be presenting to you tonight. I know for sure you're going to be familiar with at least one of them right offhand because you've already mentioned him this evening. But these are straight up fights to the death between 2 characters of our choice. And if you accept our challenge, we'd love to have you participate. So are you ready? You think you can handle the Battle of the 5?
I'm in.
All right. So we're going to start off with. I really put some thought into these, man. I think I got some tough ones for you tonight. All right. So the very first one.
They're pretty cool.
So the very first one that we're going to do. All right, Batman versus Michael Myers, but Batman doesn't get to use any of his gadgets. This is a straight up fist fight to the death.
Michael doesn't have his knife.
And Michael doesn't have his knife. This is just a straight up fist fight. Michael Myers and Batman, who comes out on top? I think we're having a little technical difficulty for just a second there. He's switching to headphones. Hi. Okay. All right, so we're going to try and bring him back on here in just a second. We have... All right. You know, it was going too smooth, honestly. We hadn't had really any Batman from Batman Begins, in the Dark Knight series. I think that's one of the more aggressive Batmans. I don't think that Val Kilmer's Batman would stand a chance against Michael Myers. I feel like he'd get fucking throttled. But all right, let's try again here. It's trying to add you. It says it is. Sherry's going with Batman. We have a vote for Michael Myers. It's coming from Melody. This is cool. We're getting some votes on it now. Getting some people fighting back and forth a little bit about it. Got another vote for Michael Myers. I like it. You know, and you gotta give Myers a little credit. You know, he's, I think, probably a little stronger than Batman. Obviously not as quick. God damn it. Fuck you, Facebook. I mean, Facebook, you're wonderful. I'm sorry. You're
Did
great.
it say no?
Yeah, it sure as shit did. Try it again, Chris. Scurryface goes with Batman.
No.
See, now this question now Chris has been Scurryface. They're getting too technical.
From the third one.
I'm so done.
It's already
Mark Fuckerberg.
going too smooth on us.
Hashtag Mark Fuckerberg
Oh my god.
in the comments, please.
So bad.
All right, so to clarify, because Scurryface is making sure that we're very technical with it, this is the Batman from the Dark Knight series versus the Michael Myers from the third film.
Third Michael Myers.
Third Michael Myers film. Batman has no
Halloween
gadgets.
3, so
Halloween
technically
3.
the fourth.
All right, Halloween 3. Michael Myers.
Mhm.
No knife. No gadgets for Batman. Fist fight to the death. Who comes out on top?
I'm gonna have to say Batman.
Yeah, I like the answer.
I think if you would have told me Michael Myers from Rob Zombie's Michael Myers, I probably would have said Michael Myers. But just because he was portrayed as a straight monster, not, I mean, don't get me wrong, he's a monster regardless.
Yeah.
But
Well, I had to go from
Yeah,
the earlier Michael Myers because we're talking about a Batman that doesn't have any kind of supernatural powers.
true.
Well,
True.
all right. So Batman wins round 1. All right. So we're gonna move on to round 2.
Dave.
Spider-Man.
Sorry, my buddy Dave Keener is in here from Bates Motel. So
No, you're fine. But round
rock
2,
on, fucker. Okay, round 2.
Round 2, we have Spider-Man. We're gonna go with Spider-Man. Do we want to go with current Spider-Man?
Current Spider-Man. The other one's a whiny bitch.
No, I'm all right with it. All right, we're gonna go with the latest Spider-Man with the Iron Man suit, the whole shebang, the top-notch Spider-Man we got right now that we just saw in Avengers Endgame and the new Spider-Man movie. versus Scorpion from Mortal Kombat 11. Again, fight to the death. Who comes out on top?
Ooh. Ooh.
No, it's tough.
Get over here.
That's
Scorpion.
a good one.
Scorpion.
Yeah.
All day.
Spider-Man's
All day.
though.
I'm sorry. I kind of lost interest like with the Spider-Man thing after they just I don't know. There's you got different people playing it and I'm kind of over it. I mean, they came out with what Spider-Man 3D or whatever the cartoon one or whatever it was. I don't know. I mean, I like Spider-Man, but Scorpion, it's Mortal Kombat. I mean,
and out of anybody that's used to fighting to the death, Jesus fucking Christ, is it not Scorpion?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
He's got the fireball. He's got the spear. I mean, Spider-Man's cool. I'll give him that. He's quick. He's agile. He's probably going to be able to get some good licks on him. But, come on now. No, he's not going to sense every time he throws his spear. But
he's going to burn that spider up. Like Spider-Man's going to fry. He's going to fry like a little. Yeah, he's done.
Absolutely. All right. So moving on. We're going to go with Scorpion on round 2. So we got Batman over Michael Myers, Scorpion over Spider-Man. I like this one. Now, you're going to have to be familiar with video games a little bit. I hope that you've played Resident Evil 4 because that is... You have?
I have played them all.
Awesome.
But it's not, it's not like Call of Duty where if you mentioned Call of Duty, like I know every little thing. I've played Resident Evils, but I'm not
As long as you
technical.
played through Resident Evil 4, you're going to be just fine with this next one. All right, I'm sure that you are familiar with the Bourne series, the Bourne Identity, and all these other Jason Bourne movies that's came out. All right, so we're going to go Jason Bourne.
Matt Damon.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So Jason Bourne versus Leon Kennedy from the Resident Evil 4 game. They have their guns. They're all equipped, doing whatever they need to do. Big open field of play. Who gets that kill shot? Who walks away from that field alive? Jason Bourne, Leon Kennedy.
Matt Damon.
Yeah, he.
Matt Damon, man.
Leon was almost more of a survivalist. Kind of getting.
Yeah, shooting zombies versus technical, precise movements and everything.
Yeah.
He's just Matt Damon. Sorry.
I'll give you that one. All right, this next one's gonna be a tough one. All right, so I really thought about who is kind of quote unquote the baddest from Marvel and the baddest from DC. And there's going to be some disagreement on that, and that's fine. This is just my humble fucking opinion as to who I think is probably the two most powerful superheroes in those comics that, without using really any extra weapons, just based on who they are alone. So you got Superman from DC versus Thor from Marvel, and just go with their latest movie renditions. They're just as fine as anything else for what we're trying to accomplish here. What do you think? Superman versus Thor. Who walks away from that fight alive?
Ooh, that's tough. I feel like this is the toughest one you gave me.
Thor all the way.
I know, but then you think it's Superman.
I know. It's very difficult. I can't. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I almost felt.
I would say
I couldn't think of a winner myself.
I would say Thor only because he's a god and I mean without his hammer, like Superman's not getting his hammer out of his hands, and I don't know, by some crazy chance I feel like Thor could.
We lost sound again.
I noticed.
I hate Facebook so much.
It's horrible.
Yeah. I think he's trying to plug and unplug. Can you hear us? Out there in the comments, if it's on our end or if it's on. God damn it, Facebook.
Is he out again?
Yeah. It's not even letting us. Anyways, Scary's left a comment, asking his Facebook screwing them over, man.
It appears so.
It's rough. I just don't get it. Why are they so hateful?
Because they want money. Facebook wants money. They see what's happening with different populists all over the place, and they want to get paid for it.
Maybe. I know, man. It's so fucking frustrating. So frustrating. Just having to fucking just barrel through. And it's like they get pissed off that everything went smooth to begin with.
Yeah.
It's like there has to be some type of fuckery. Every single fucking video that we ever do. See, Mark Zuckerberg makes me cost more than any other person on the whole planet has.
He really does.
It is unbelievable. And that's sad, and I don't even know if they can truly even fucking hear me right now from where it's trying to add it, and that apparently fucks with it too. But if you can, I get it.
Yeah, we
can't hear you. Yeah, exactly.
Every time we get one.
Yo, Facebook.
It's horrible, man.
It's terrible. Before, Tyler was
This
talking
is
about
ridiculous.
Scurryface switching platforms. It's nothing that we're really entertaining the idea of in any way, shape, or form, obviously, right now. But, I get it. I really fucking get it. It's terrible.
It's bad anymore. Like, it's really bad.
And, it's, I don't know. I mean, Trish likes to, whether it's the fact that we refuse to give them our credit card, and that just pisses them off because we actually have a few people that like us. And it's not like we're fucking just destroying ratings or anything like that. It's not like we're some
it's
big
not
fucking
that. We have interest on Facebook and they want money for it.
So, but anyways, we're gonna be positive. We're gonna be positive. Sherry says there's no sound. Can y'all hear us now? Let us know. I was able to hear Chris a second ago. That's usually a good sign. We got people crying now. This is terrible. Fuck you, Facebook. Fuck you, Facebook. Anyway, all right, Chris, can you hear me at least? All right, so we're moving forward, man. So I feel like we were kind of coming up there that you basically decided on Thor. Thor beats Superman, right?
Like I said,
Sure.
I don't know. I kind of wanted to change my mind to Superman at the last second, but hold on. They were saying which Superman are we talking about?
The most current Superman, the one that we just had in Justice League, and obviously the Batman versus Superman movie that we just had a few years ago. But that's the Superman we're talking about versus Thor that we just saw in Avengers Endgame.
Thor.
Okay.
If we're talking about that Superman, Thor for sure.
Okay. All right. Now the very last one, I'm gonna be honest. This is kind of this one hits close to home for me. So this is actually going to be a 5-on-5 battle. All right, fight to the death, 5-on-5 battle. Okay. We have the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Splinter. Splinter's coming along for the ride. Okay, we're going to go with the Turtles from the latest movie because that was, I believe, the most badass Splinter I've ever seen anyways. Versus the Power Rangers from the early 90s. All right, that version of the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers versus the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles with Splinter, 5-on-5.
Are you talking about the new one that was cartoonish?
No, actually, you know what? Let me change that. Let me change that. Let's go with.
I'm gonna hold on. Before you change that, I don't care which new Ninja Turtles it was. If it was old Power Rangers versus the new one, I would go with old Power Rangers. If it was old Power Rangers versus the original Ninja Turtles from the 90s, Ninja Turtles from the 90s, that was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, and there's no better
Shredder
than crushing Splinter.
When Splinter was actually a real full suit. That's when Hollywood Magic was still around. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I'm with you. That was
totally. I love the Power Ranger series, but yeah, those Ninja Turtles were sick.
They were. They were, and it was even kind of a little edgy movie, man, with Raphael cussing from the sewers and all that other shit. It was really cool. I remember watching that when I was young and just being like, damn, that's a cool ass movie. Regretfully, Turtles 2 and Turtles 3, Turtles 3 especially, took a serious turn for the worse. Was not a fan of either one of those movies. It got pretty bad. But anyway,
what was the dude's name from what was Splinter's goons' names? The two guys, you remember those? The dumb ones? They're like Big and Oafy.
Are you talking about Bebop and Rocksteady?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, that was
God, that's awful.
And then in the last movie, they had a professional wrestler playing fucking one of them, man. It was terrible. Oh my God. But anyway,
they didn't.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah. Anyway.
But in summary, in closing, with another round of Battle of the Five, we had Batman taking down Michael Myers, Scorpion burning Iron Spider-Man to the ground, Jason Bourne taking out Leon Kennedy with a thunderous headshot. Thor beats Superman's head in with its hammer, and the Turtles and Splinter walk all over and piss all over the Power Rangers. And that's going to conclude another Battle of the Five. Thank you so much for playing.
It was Seamus.
Yeah, you didn't know that?
No, why would he do that?
Yeah,
Seamus.
Anyway.
Yeah, it was Seamus. Yeah. Dave knew that. Yeah, Dave. Yeah, but I gotta say though, what's his face? The White Power Ranger.
Yeah.
Badass. Tommy, I think his name was.
Tommy was an actual the actor. I could be wrong.
He was a mixed martial artist.
Yeah, he was an actual mixed martial artist, and I think even competed in a few MMA fights. Like out of everybody that was in that, he was the only one that was kind of legit. Not that any of the fighting in the Power Rangers series was legit, but out of all of them, he was the only one that actually brought some real skill to the table, which is kind of cool. In fact,
yeah, you know what kind of gave it away? The ponytail, the man.
Yeah.
The man tail.
Yeah.
I feel like everybody that does karate has that.
So,
yeah.
So let's let the Battle of the Five go, and let's talk more about Chris. All right. So we've already talked about the Bates Motel a little bit. This is the first haunt that you actually worked at as an actor as well, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay. So talk about the Bates Motel. Number one, for somebody that's never been, what can they expect when they step foot on the property?
A lot of fire. A lot. Our owner, Randy, loves pyrotechnics. I mean, from the minute you step foot in there till going through everything, there's fire everywhere.
Very cool.
I mean, over the top, just detailed sets, over the top. I mean, everything is just, crazy. It's like I said, I remember going as a kid, and it's the wow factor. You know what I mean? Especially the hayride. And, what's funny is, where your guys are in Ohio.
West Virginia, close to Ohio.
Well, West Virginia.
Same thing.
But when you start going like down south, with everybody with Scurryface and, hayrides aren't a thing down there. It's all walkthroughs and, trails and stuff. So coming up here doing the hayride, it's huge sets and stuff like that. It's wild. It really is something different.
Very cool.
And just seeing the changes every year, like I said, when I was a kid, some of the things in the 90s, I think one of the biggest things I remember was in the hotel. We have a walkthrough, we have a hotel, we have a corn maze to walk through, and the hayride. So we have kind of one of each type of attraction. Indoors, outdoor walkthrough, and the hayride. And it's so at the beginning of the motel, there was actually back in the 90s there was an alien ship that crashed into it.
Okay.
And it's little things like that stick out in your mind. It's not something out of the norm.
Very cool.
And that's what he strives for, to do stuff that people haven't done, or, stuff that's not out there. I will say the one scene in our hayride, I guess we put it up 2 years ago now. It's like a canyon scene, and it 30, 35-foot walls, and foamed out canyon walls and waterfall.
That's awesome.
It's wild.
That's awesome.
It's crazy.
Really cool. So now you're guest acting in 2019, correct?
Yeah. So a lot's happened this year, and going out to Midwest Haunters Convention, I was there last year for the first time. It's crazy because, being in the business so long, I didn't really, I was there, years and years ago and acted, but I never really, I loved it and whatnot, but I never really dove into it head first. You know what I mean? Past couple of years, I've really been getting into the conventions and kind of going, full steam on
Very
it.
cool.
And it's just crazy with social media, who I've networked with, and everybody's been awesome. Like, honestly, Tyler and Scurryface were the first people, I guess you could say, in like the haunt community. Like, I knew about Haunters Hangout, and like, you hear about the few main things on Facebook that everybody knows about, but I didn't really do a lot of conventions. I've been to a couple of them, but never really did anything. And past 2 years, like last year when Midwest was in Ohio, it was my first year, and it was This year, man, especially after the past year since then, I was watching Tyler for a while and interacting with him. I was probably one of the first people when they started to, blow up on the Facebook page, like, and then just became a rep, and I don't know, things have taken off.
Very cool.
It's crazy to think that, a couple of weekends I'll be going away, and it's nuts. Like, when I went out to Midwest, I had a blast, dude. Everybody was so welcoming, like, everybody was so cool, and just to have the opportunities, Arx Mortis, I will be at Arx Mortis, I think it's the October, not the 4th, 11th and 12th, Friday and Saturday, possibly Sunday night. I don't know. Depends on when I can leave on a flight. Woods of Terror, North Carolina.
Very cool.
October 18th and 19th. Scurryface will also be there.
Very cool.
Those same nights.
Very cool.
So that's cool. I'm hyped about that. I finally get to meet Tyler.
That's cool.
I haven't met him yet. They couldn't make it out to Midwest.
Is that a little intimidating? Maybe. I mean, to have to have them coming through your hunt like that. I mean, you know what he's all about.
What, for me going down to their hunt?
Oh, I'm sorry. I had that backwards. I'm sorry. I had that backwards. So I guess no, that's not intimidating at all.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, in the same retrospect, like, it kind of is. Not really. Like, I guess being online, one thing, like talking to everybody, and then like going to Midwest this year, like, I met a lot of people that interact online. So like, that I think was the most intimidating, just finally meeting a bunch of people that you talk to for a while. And I probably will be still a little intimidated, but not really. Like, finally starting to meet people off of, people that you see on Facebook and all. It's just finally like, okay, kind of crack the ice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Your mindset gets calm down a little.
Yeah, we get it.
Yeah.
Even with we're good friends with Mike Ross and stuff, but even like the first time we met him, it was kind of like, oh man, all right, so you're all right. Hi.
We miss you all the time, man.
What's funny is, speaking of Mike, he was the first one I ran into when I finally got to the convention center for Midwest. He was outside. I just kind of pulled up. I had the guy I stayed with for Airbnb drop me off, and I just was like, shit, where is everybody? And you can't miss Mike. I mean, you know what I mean? That's the one person, like, he sticks out like a sore thumb. Just like, that's Mike.
Yeah. He's very easy to spot.
He's so cool. I love Mike, by the way. Mike, I love you if you're still in here.
So you went to Kim's Crypt Camp out this year and did the overnight experience.
Yes. Actually, speaking of, Shelly Artis in the comments was there also.
Okay. All right. Very cool. So let's talk about it a little bit, man. How was it?
Different. Different than anything else I've experienced. You know, when you're wanting something the next level, you know, it's not over the top crazy to the point where it's I'm not going to throw out any names, but extreme haunts, as we know. I'll put it that
I got
way. You know what I mean?
Yep.
You know, simulated. Sorry.
Oh, you're fine.
Simulated torture experiences,
Yeah.
and you know, blackout and different types of stuff like that. So it was fun. At the same time, you know, it was just enough to where it wasn't too much and you're not completely broken down, but at the same time, you know, at least for me though, when you're coming from working in the industry, you kind of have a different outtake on it. And you know, they were good with knowing limits, and I don't know, she did just everything was awesome there.
Cool.
Everybody had a good time. You know, of course you got people that were scared, but like I laughed the whole like Kim is such an awesome person.
She's got so much energy.
Her and Trixie, I mean, they really took care of me, especially Trixie. They really did. You know, I've never met them before. I just hit, you know, I talked to Kim. I was like, yeah, I want to do it. Looks cool.
Yeah.
And I had a blast, man. I had a blast. I was laughing the whole time. I've got jump scares a couple of times. Just everything was, I don't know, it was just awesome. It was so different to have a whole night, you know, hanging out, you know, getting food, to just everything. Like that was, her place is so unique, by the way. Like you will not see another place like it anywhere you go. The things I saw there, wild.
Very cool.
And by the way, Kim is retiring in a few months here to go full time with it. So Kim, if you see this, good luck, girl. She's stoked.
Very cool. Very cool. So while we're kind of playing around in the immersive horror genre a little bit, let's talk about stuff that maybe takes it to the next level. You've had that experience with Kim's Crypt. Have you done any other haunts that you would kind of consider on that immersive horror level, or was this kind of your first one that was like that, where it was a little more hands-on and had a little more of the simulated torture?
That was definitely I'd say the first.
Okay.
Hands-on. I mean, you know, we have Penhurst Asylum over here, and you know, I've been there for I guess you could say that was still hands-on, but it wasn't, you know, a whole night of stuff going on. You know what I mean? You never know what was gonna happen. You know, they would randomly come get you, or you know, wild. I would say real immersive. You know, like I said, the blackout nights and the extreme nights at Penhurst. You know, they did the same thing. They would do different things with you, but it was just going through each attraction real quick. Like, you know, like I said, this was a 13-hour experience, not 3 hours. But regardless, I always have a blast with stuff like that. Like, you know, I don't, you know, you got to be open for it and enjoy it. Like I said, you know, the biggest thing we say is if you can't scare somebody, entertain them. And I'll tell you what, everywhere I've went, Penhurst, Kim, you know, Kim's Crypt, I've been entertained.
Awesome.
Everybody's done a good job as far as knowing, you know, right away, you know, especially at Kim's though, that was like a select few. It's not like Penhurst Extreme Night where they still get a lot of people. Like for you to spend that money, you know, $100 some odd to do a night, 13 hours like that, you get it, you know, it's select people.
Yeah.
I guess that kind of made it better too. You know, everybody knew what they were hitting for. You know, it's 13 hours. It's not, like I said, it's not just going somewhere and leaving. So.
That's very cool. A little jealous that we didn't get to do it.
But yeah,
So
yeah, it was cool.
So let's talk about some that take it to the next level. You know, you have haunts out there such as Mizma. You mentioned Blackout, Shock Theater, Scarehouse the Basement. These places that juice it up a little bit. We're
Literally.
we're obviously big fans. Yeah, sometimes literally. But we're obviously big fans of these places. We love going. Based off of your feelings after Kim's Crypt and getting kind of that early taste, is this something you would pursue? Do you think you want to try and take it to the next level, or was this it and you're happy with where it was and you don't want to go further?
I mean, there's always that want and need
I
for,
like it.
you know, that adrenaline and
Yeah,
stuff.
like that's
Um,
what it is. That's what it is.
I mean, like I said, I don't like name dropping, but the manor,
Yeah, we don't that one.
I don't consider it
I've
we don't like that one.
everybody to each their
Yeah.
own. That's all I'm gonna say. You know what I mean. I've talked to him, and there's opportunity to where I could get everything in line to do it, but
Really?
it's a whole nother.
Now,
Honestly, if you can get a doctor's
that,
note
it's
and
different
you
if get
can
to go.
figure it out, what's that?
If you go, I'd love to talk to you about it because
We'd like to get a take on somebody that actually goes through a place like that as a consumer standpoint and see, what's truth and what's not truth about the experience.
Here's the thing, and I will tell you, I've watched him for a long time. I've seen a lot of his stuff, and um, people have different standpoints on, what he does.
yeah,
I don't have a problem with it because everybody wants something different. I will see from the earlier stuff that what was going on was a little more to the extreme. But there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, that's what people want, and that's what he was giving them.
point.
I don't know if I would now. I really don't. Not because of just what it is. Like, it's just different. It's a lot of mental and physical. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know if you've seen any of the newer lives. It's a lot. It's not. It's just different.
Yeah.
I don't know. The way it drains you and the way he gets to you is a little bit of both. It's not necessarily. I don't know. It's different.
So I'm not.
It's tough. It's tough to talk about.
I'm not gonna sit here and pull punches and pretend that I haven't said some rather not nice things about McCamey Manor. But I understand what you're saying, and I get it, and it's hard for me to even like try and be like I don't understand why somebody would want to go and do his event when I've gone to events that have made me do stuff that I haven't seen in his lives and haven't seen him force people to do, and stuff that if I was to talk about some of the things that they kind of made us do, I mean, to the majority of average people out there, they're going to be like, oh, well, you're a fucking sicko. Why would you do that? Why would you go through something like that? So I get it. While it's not for me. Again, I haven't made any real bones about it. I'm not a fan of the guy personally. It's just my personal take. But I get it, and I appreciate how you've presented it because you've done it in a more meaningful way. I think it makes a lot more sense the way that you've kind of said how you feel about it versus other stuff.
I don't ever like bashing anybody. You know what I mean? Like I don't like to ever bash somebody, and like you can't knock somebody for what they're doing, honestly, because like everybody has their own takes on stuff, and
I get it. So let's talk.
it's a niche. It's a niche market.
But man, if you do go, please, man, I'd love to talk to you about it. And
Like I said, I mean, there's spot. If you really are interested, it's not that hard to schedule a date. It's just people don't do it. You know what I mean? I'm just gonna say thousands of people waiting. There's no wait list. If you want to do it, we'll get you in. If you really are dead serious about that, I'll just say that.
Well, we just want to know somebody else as a consumer standpoint. We're not actually interested in McCamey ourselves.
Yeah, I don't think that's for me.
No, I hear you.
But anyways, let's jump back to a little brighter subject. So thinking back to your haunt career, man, thinking back to some of the stuff that you've done, all the different roles that you've played, is there a particular character that was a little bit more, when you look back, it was one of your favorite characters you got to play?
Hmm. Um. Honestly, I mean, no, not really,
Okay.
because over the years, most of the characters
How many
were,
people say that?
um, as many different places as I have been, like as far as the hayride goes and the corn maze goes, and the motel, like all the different places I acted in, changing characters. I never had one up until this new character, that I really immersed myself in. Um, I had fun with all the other ones. Chainsaws, love doing the chainsaws, and I will say, the that character probably would be the one I did like the most that I remember, because I lost the mask. Somebody took it. Um, but it was Mick from Slipknot.
Very cool.
His metalish mask. I had spikes going down the side of the cheeks and on the nose and over the eyebrows with a bloody handprint. Like, the head orc, how he had the handprint on his face in Lord of the
Yep.
Rings. Pretty much the same thing, but with blood.
Very cool.
And yeah, something happened to it. But besides that, honestly, this new character probably because, like I said, it's the first one I really immersed myself in and made my own. Um, you know.
Okay. Very cool. So we're nearing the end of our time together here, and there's two particular organizations I want to ask you about before we conclude things
Uh-oh.
here. And let's start off with Scurry.
Don't put me on the spot like that.
Not too.
You're gonna make me choose between two. Don't get me in trouble
No.
here.
Nothing like that. Nothing like that. I promise. Nothing like that at all. Um,
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just
we
kidding.
made you do all the choosing tonight already between Batman and everything else. So no more choices. But let's talk number one about Scurryface. Okay, we've talked about him a little bit before. We had the pleasure of being on the Scurry 3 show. That was such a blast, such a great time there. But talk a little bit about it. So you're a rep. Like, what else does that entail?
So, it depends on what you are. If you're a state rep, if you're a haunt rep, um, you know, state reps are more or less, people that have worked in the industry some way, shape, or form, and some currently work in the industry, some don't, but they go and review haunted houses. That's where I kind of started at, I guess you can say, because I was, talking about reviewing and stuff like that. Most of the haunt reps do lives. Some of them do, some of them don't. Majority of who is a haunt rep, you will see online. My character, I just, I thought about it going online, but these guys got it. They kill it online. I'm a social person, but my character itself is not saying that it can't go on Facebook with it. It's just not a daily thing. It's not his character. You know what
Yeah,
I
I
mean?
get it.
Kind of doesn't
I get it.
jive well with technology and
I know you and me
you
both.
know.
Don't worry about that.
But yeah. So yeah, I know, right? Technology sucks.
Sometimes.
But yeah, so you know, that's kind of where I I guess you can say just, I'm still an actor currently. It's not like I don't, a lot of them, people don't work in the business no more. They just, go around and enjoy it. Not saying not all of them, but majority of people, I guess, some still work at haunts, some don't. It just all depends,
Okay.
Life gets in the way sometimes.
Yeah.
And, it's a seasonal job and a something we enjoy at the end of the day. I'm fortunate to have been there year after year, and people work with me with jobs, and
Very cool. So before we turn the floor over to you and let you give out one last final shout out to anyone you might want to, I want to talk about Hunters Against Hate. Um, so
yeah.
let's for those that have absolutely no clue, never even heard of it before, what is Hunters Against Hate?
So, Hunters Against Hate is owned and run by Paul Anner. there was some incidents of name calling for, people who could identify as, something else, or, like different taste in people, is the way I'm going to put it. You know what I mean? Um, at a haunt. So pretty much that's the basic gist of it. And Paul came out and started the business. And like I said, from networking, that just happened this year, just meeting him and seeing, I saw the name, I think once or twice, maybe before Midwest a little bit, just because of everybody we know I know on Facebook. But when I went there, to Midwest, I met him, didn't expect anything. So this character, I just happened to get thrown into the clown tent last year, as a veteran actor. They needed somebody else. It just so happens the whole clown thing is reoccurring every year, a couple years, you get the type. And I, had my mask, and I don't know, I just really made it mine and painted my own mask. I got, tips from a couple of our head artists at Bates. They helped with my shirt, and my one makeup artist came and took pictures with her phone. And this stuff literally, like, I've had so much happen in the past 4 months. It's crazy, between jobs and all this stuff. It's wild. So it was very, very humbling to have a chance like that. It's just cool. You know what I mean? I finally immersed myself into it, and take a trip and just never know who you're going to meet. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's very true.
So he's like, yeah, send everything in. I saw the calendar they were doing, and then the book, and he was like, yeah, I got a couple spots left. You want to be in the book? And what? Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. I just painted the mask randomly, did all this shit, and everything just kind of fell into place, and it looked cool as hell. So,
very cool.
I'm happy. I'm happy for a first,
awesome
go at it.
Awesome.
Doing it.
I'm glad to hear that. That's good, man. That's good. It's good to be in a good place, man. And I'm glad to hear that everything's kind of falling into place for you and looking up. And that's awesome. And I want to, number one, thank you for taking a little time out and and hanging out with us this evening and everything like that, man. It's always very, very appreciated.
Thank you.
And when you talk about some of the people you got to meet, it's been so cool to get to meet and talk to so many wonderful people. Just in this little, just over this past year, it's been crazy, and every time it seems to get a little bit cooler. But we're gonna turn the floor over to you, let you send it out properly. If there's any last shout outs you want to get, any last thank yous you want to send out to anybody else, any last shameless fucking plugs that you got, man. Floor is yours. Take us home, man.
Everybody at Arx Mortis, I can't wait to see you guys. I'll be booking a flight in the next couple weeks here. Chris Holcomb, Rebecca, all you guys down there. I can't wait. Sonny, Eddie at Woods of Terror. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to come down there. That'll be a cool 6-hour drive. It's not a bad drive in North Carolina. It's actually really nice. Kind of looking forward to that. I love scenery, and that's beautiful going down south. Eddie, Relic, Lucy, all you guys, Jinx, stoked to come down there. I might have something October 4th and 5th. A couple of people in the works. Talk to Curtis over at Nashville Nightmare. I don't know. There's a couple other places. Maybe Hell's Gate. Maybe a local haunt like Reaper's Revenge up in Scranton, possibly Bennett's Curse. I don't know. I have 3 or 4 places I'm up in the air for that weekend, but that'll be my final booking. I'm doing 3 weekends, all I can get away.
Very cool.
My boss will kill me if I take any more, but rest of that, I will be at Pete's Motel most of the nights, probably weekends. Come see me up there. There's a lot in store for this year. Let's just put it this way. The clown scene got renovated, and we have a permanent building, and it is incredible.
Awesome.
That's all I'm allowed to say. Pictures, I'm sure, will surface, maybe some promos, but it's creepy. It's different. Nothing like you've seen, like what we have and what's going up. It's pretty cool. Next year will be our 30th anniversary. Big things are coming next year also. So if anybody gets a chance, come see me this year. Come see us this year. Glen Mills, PA. There's a lot of stuff around here too in the tri-state area. There's a lot of big stuff around here.
Very cool.
Speaking of, before we roll out, Scare House you were talking
Yes.
about. They are moving out of their building, really.
Yeah, they're they've
They'll be back in
moved out.
What happened?
2020.
They've moved out. The basement
So
has
they were-
a new permanent location. And then they've purchased the new spot where they're going to be going, but it's not going to be ready this year. So they're not actually doing any shows this year, other than the basement. The basement's coming. The basement's supposed to be off the chain this year. It's supposed to be a little more aggressive than what it's been in the
It was
past.
crazy aggressive at Valentine.
Chris,
I would be interested in doing the basement because from what I've seen, it's not, if you go to Blackout, there's a lot of sexual oriented type things, and I'm not down with that. Like that.
Don't go to the basement.
don't go to
then.
the basement. Don't do it.
Is that what all is?
It's
Really?
not okay. All
Well,
right. So
we've been twice, and
Yeah.
one of them was not very sexual at all, but the other one was very
So
sexually charged.
when we went down for Christmas, it was so that the first one we went through it didn't have a lot of sex in it or anything like that. But the second one for Christmas, without getting into it too much, Trish got locked into a room with another girl for a while, and that got a little crazy for her. And then I had a guy dressed up as Santa Claus give me a lap dance. And
I could deal with that. I got a lap dance from Santa Claus at Kim's camp
there
out.
was a few
I
other
can't-
things that was a little more sexually charged. They had you crawling in bed with some people and stuff like that. So don't think that there's nothing sexual in it, because there definitely is.
There's limits. I've heard, I don't know.
It's
There's
much
limits with
tamer
some
than
people.
anything else that I've been to, as far as that genre goes.
I mean,
Famous.
I've heard in a couple of the blackouts that where, you're watching rape scenes, I guess you could say, go down, or like some of those others. I've heard some very, very extreme shit, and like,
Yeah.
there's a fine line between creepy and weird, and like, dude, like, come on.
Well,
I don't know.
anyways.
Yeah, we've been to a couple.
To each their own, I guess, right?
So we've so anyways.
So
You guys need to make the trip out here. If you can make the trip over here, like there's tons of shit in a weekend that you could go do around.
I don't see it.
Like big
I
places.
think we're gonna do it next year, but I don't know
Yeah,
if we
I just
can
don't
this
think
year.
we can. We've got so many commitments already this year with different places.
John's gonna kill me.
Yeah, I know. So her boss is going to kill her. Lucky enough, I write my own schedule, but I can only do so much with it too as well, or my boss will kill me. And I still don't know how we're going to pull off the stuff we got going on already. But we'll see.
Well, next year is our 30 years. So you really need to come out
for the
next
30-year anniversary. That we can definitely commit to, because we don't have jack shit planned for that year right now.
Not yet. Well, yeah.
Like I said, you got us at Bates Motel, you got Pennhurst, you got Field of Screams, you got Bennett's Curse is 2 hours away in Maryland, Blood Manor's 2 hours away in New York, Bain in New Jersey. I mean, I can go on for days. There's tons of cool places around.
Very cool. We'll definitely. There's no way it's going to happen this year, but we'll definitely be out there next year. For sure, man. We'd love to see you for the 30-year anniversary. And who knows? Maybe something crazy happens. Maybe we both get fired from our jobs, and then we don't have anything else to do.
No, I want to move to the big.
That would not.
No,
be
not
good.
at all. That would be terrible.
Not be ideal, but it can't. I'll tell you what, shit can't stop you from doing shit that you love.
Yeah, very true. Very true, man.
Shit you enjoy. So.
But thank you again so much for being out here tonight. People, if you're in the area, go check out Bates Motel. Go see Chris. Go check out and see what's going on. Thank you so much for spending some time with us. We do have 3 spots left for that fantasy football tournament, and we're going to be giving them away as well. And other than that, Chris, again, thank you so much, man. Have a wonderful, wonderful evening. And have some fun scaring the shit out of people this year. Go get them. Go put them down.
Oh, I will.
And until then, we will be on. We'll be on next Monday. Another special guest with Talking Scared, and then that's it. Season finale will be coming up after that. So we're getting this close. Thank you all so much. Chris, have a good night. We'll see you all soon.